So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video on camera edition. Y'all already know what we about to do. Let's go ahead and cue that theme song. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say Chioma Chat. Chioma Chat. Say grab a snack and bring it back. Hey, Chioma Chat. It's Chioma Chat. Say get it. Do the shake. And it's Chioma Chat. We're back again with another video. How y'all doing today? I'm in good spirits, having a good mental health day. If you're not though, I want to pray for you and tell you that, girl, nothing lasts forever. God or whoever you believe in will never give you anything that you cannot handle. It may be a tough day. You may be crying, sad, depressed, confused, worried about where your next meal is going to come from, money, relationship, your kids, but just know you're going to get through it. Everybody goes through ups and downs, and this might just be that time. So I just want to send some encouragement and some positive towards y'all's way. I hope that helps. So by the title, we are going to be talking about Mariah the Scientist and her relationship with Young Thug, especially now that he's been released from jail and he basically beat a Rico. And I feel like the internet has been pushing their relationship, and I've been seeing a lot more of them. When I went to his Instagram page, his most recent picture is of them two. And I know they did the whole GQ boyfriend, girlfriend interview, which I love those. And I thought they were actually pretty cute. And, you know, I recently came across a video of her talking about dating a man with kids, and not just any man with kids, but Young Thug in this case. Yes, Mr. 6 kids by 4 different women. Mr. I became a father at 17 years old.
For all the ladies out there that are thinking, well, I don't want to date a man with kids, and you're like judging the idea of someone who has had that happen, I feel like dating somebody with kids has taught me more about a family unit than anything I could have ever imagined, because you're seeing it in real time. You know, you're seeing like the ins and outs of parenting, regardless if somebody is together or not together. You're seeing parenting is very interesting. Very interesting. Hard. It is. Even kids.
Yeah. Now, the way Mariah talks about her experience, it almost sounds like she's low-key, high-key promoting the idea of women, specifically childless women, not being turned off to dating a guy who already has kids. And let me pause and say this. I don't necessarily think there's a full-blown problem if you're dating a guy who has 1 kid, okay? Things happen. You don't always get it right or end up with the person that you had kids with. But when a man has multiple kids and multiple baby mamas, I'm gonna have to stop you right there and tell you no. Because no, okay? Absolutely, because no. So she's saying that it's basically given her a better understanding of a family unit or family dynamics, and how it opened her eyes to dynamics that I guess she wouldn't have ever known otherwise. And while I get that her situation might feel that way, I think that's honestly a dangerous narrative to just throw out there to the general public. I'm not sure if she's, telling girls, hey, just consider it, or if she's just speaking from her own personal opinion. I think she only should have spoke about her situation because she's in a relationship with a high A-list rapper. Like, it's very distinctly different than the average woman's experience. And again, I'm not knocking relationships where both people have kids. I think if you have kids yourself, go for it. I mean, it makes sense. There's some common ground there. You both have done the sleepless nights, right? Or the diaper runs, or taking your child to different sports practices and schedules. Like, you know what it's like to have your life built around these little beautiful humans and all of their different needs. And that understanding can help you give each other grace. But when you're young and childless and stepping into a man's life when he's already built an entire family tree without you, I think that is a completely different ballgame. And to be honest, no matter how much you think that you're ready, it will change your life in ways that you really didn't plan for. So I wanted to talk about this because I thought it was interesting, and Mariah and I are peers. So I have broken this video down into 3 main talking points. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, before we get started, I know a lot of y'all are going to ask about my hair. I have been working with a very talented young hairstylist here in Atlanta. I will have all of her information, her social media, her booking, her services this, it's all pinned down below. If y'all also want to know where I got my hair from, I will definitely pin that as well. You guys can use my Amazon link, but check out this video of me getting this hair installed by my girl Fina. Thank you so much, girl. You deserve it. It is such a blessing to find good quality stylists in this city, and she's young and she's upcoming, so definitely please support her. Check this out. So hey y'all, I'm so excited to show you the install I just got done here in Atlanta. I recently found an amazing new stylist named Fina, and she completely transformed my hair with this Afro curly flip over quick weave. So here's a look at my natural hair before the service begins. First, she braids across my hairline for my leave out, and then she does straight back cornrows to create a nice flat foundation. Next, she applies a stocking cap, carefully cutting out the ear tabs, and then lays down a layer of glue behind my leave out to mold everything into place. A good mold down is so imperative to a good flat style, so after that, we went and we sat under the dryer. I actually love the dryer. I would literally sit there for the entire service. After sitting under the dryer, she trims away the excess cap. So now it's time for the install. She starts gluing the Afro kinky curly hair extensions from the back all the way to the top of the crown where my leave out will cover. The hair is super full and fluffy, so she sections it off, brushes through it, and defines the curls with water and conditioner to get that perfect shape. While that sets, she goes in on my leave out using my favorite combo of water, conditioner, and extreme wet line gel. That always defines my natural curls and helps them blend seamlessly with kinky curly extensions. She finishes everything with a touch of baby hairs for that soft, natural look, and here's the final result. The hair blended perfectly with my natural curls, the length and the pattern are spot on, and I didn't even need to straighten my roots. Once it dried, it looks so natural and effortless, and I absolutely love it. Fina is a young, upcoming stylist here in Atlanta, and y'all, she is a true professional. She calls herself a luxury extension service provider, and honestly, she lives up to that name. She's affordable, knowledgeable, and really knows her craft. So if you're in Atlanta and looking for a stylist who's gonna take care of your natural hair while giving you a flawless install, definitely book with Fina. She's accepting new clients. You can find her on Instagram at TheBrandxFina, and don't forget to tell her Chioma sent you. Thank you, Fina. I love my hair. So starting off with point number one, the difference between shared parenthood and stepping into it basically cold or cold turkey, right? To me, here's the first thing that you need to understand. There is a huge difference between dating as a parent and dating into parenthood. Not that I even know what any of them entail, but when both people have kids, there is like this unspoken understanding. If your date cancels because their kid has a fever, you're not annoyed. I would be, because you've been there, right? If they can't go on a, let's say, weekend trip because it's their weekend for custody, you understand, you get it, because you've had to make the same sacrifices. Am I right? You both know the priority is always going to be the children, and neither of you takes that personally when y'all both have kids. But when you have no kids and you're dating someone who does, you are basically stepping into a reality that you have never lived. Right? Suddenly your schedule is their schedule. Holidays are not just yours anymore. Basically they revolve around custody agreements or whatever they have set in stone with their former girlfriend or just whoever they had a child by. So date nights, they can get canceled last minute because honestly, the babysitter may have fallen through, or, you know, you want to do a spontaneous weekend trip and get away. Forget about it. Okay. Forget about it. And let's not even talk about how child support payments can completely change what you thought your financial future with this person would look like. Ladies, consider that. And to be honest, from my understanding, most regular men with kids will tell you themselves,
if you don't have kids, don't date me.
Or you can just see it in their actions if they don't tell you. Not because you can't handle it, but because they know the resentment will creep in eventually. And this obviously doesn't mean for every situation. They know that you'll feel like you're coming in second place. And honestly, you will. And honestly, you should. To somebody's kids, you should. That's the way it should be. Their kids come first. But that doesn't mean that it's easy to swallow when you're living it day to day. What Mariah, the scientist, is describing isn't the norm, okay? It's not a fairy tale. She's talking about stepping into Parenthood as the girlfriend of a multi-millionaire rapper. And that leads me to my next point. So point number 2 is the celebrity exception versus the average reality, because we always have to talk about this because these girls be giving out advice and be forgetting that you're the exception to the rule. Like, this doesn't apply to everybody. Like, you live a completely different life. Anyway, to me, here's where the perspective gets, like, let's just say kind of rose tinted. Young Thug is not your average dad with kids, okay? This is a man whose money, fame, and resources is a lifestyle that cushions a lot of the struggles that regular people face, right? When Thug wants to spend time with Mariah, he can put her on a private jet to wherever he is in the world and treat her like Carmen Sandiego and say, come find me, okay? He can hire nannies to watch the kids so that she's not overwhelmed as the stepmom or the girlfriend. He can put her in a house so big that she doesn't even have to run into them if she doesn't want to, for being real. He can pay for private schooling, for vacations, for chefs, all the things that make life easier. Now, compare that to the guy that you're dating in your city who's splitting rent or working 9 to 5 or trying to stretch his paycheck between bills and groceries and child support for maybe multiple kids. There's a difference. The stress is not even just emotional, obviously it's financial. There's no first class flights, there's no getaways, there's no extra cash to make inconveniences just disappear. When problems come up, you have to live in them. And it's not just Mariah. Like, let's take Ari, Real Kyle's sister, Ari Fletcher, right? The one that dates Moneybagg Yo. He reportedly has 8 kids by 5 different women. Lord Jesus, help these people. Ari has 1 son, and I'll be fair, I liked her on the Impact Atlanta show. She's matured a lot since her early days on social media, and as a former crash out myself, and her being a former crash out, I can see the change. So good for her. But even on the show, they talked about like kids. If she wanted another kid with him, he already has 8 kids. But even with all of her money, all of her connections and fame, she still publicly kind of goes back and forth on whether or more she wants another child because she's dating this man with all these kids.
So when you come back from tour, what you want to do? Have a baby?
That sounds good.
You changed your mind?
It happened.
I think I like the way it is though. Since we moved into Miami, our relationship has grown a lot stronger. Like, I thought I was in a serious relationship, but now I'm in a serious relationship. Like, this man really got you slaving over a hot stove twice a day. Am I a housewife? More kids?
Yeah.
How many? Even the scope?
2 more. I got 8. 2 more. Even the scope.
Right. Do you want to have 2 more kids so you can even out to 10, or you want to have 2 more kids?
Just because, when the time presents itself.
You want to have 2 more children?
Yeah, so you having twins?
Oh, baby. I'm turning into a big-ass house. You're going to be me when I'm just so big and face so fat and just nose wide.
I'm going to hold it down.
You going to be cheating?
No.
You'll die. I'm not laughing.
You're funny.
Do your baby mamas like me?
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Everybody cool, everybody cordial.
Everybody cool and cordial.
Mm-hmm.
I personally believe if he didn't have all those kids, if maybe he just had 1 kid, I think they would have had another kid by now. But I think deep down inside, she thinks and says, now, why would I want to be somebody's 6th baby mother and have their 9th kid? India Love did it with Lil Durk, and Lil Durk has been locked up for a while now, and she's having to hold it down because that's his wife. But she said she even knew what she was getting herself into. Now, as for Ari, she says that she's good with the one that she has, and I do believe her because even with all the money in the world, managing a man's existing family structure is definitely not easy, okay, no matter what. The problem is a lot of these women see celebrity relationships and think, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. But they forget that these women are living in a reality that is padded by wealth, by security, and staff. Like, they have people to do everything. That is not your life, sis. Which brings me to the biggest red flag of it all. Now, my third and final point is why multiple kids and multiple mothers change the game completely. Just entirely change the conversation. 1 kid by 1 woman, doable. Like I said, plenty of couples make that work even when one partner is childless. Like, I've seen it. There's a lot of women who maybe they had a kid, they didn't work out with the guy, and they move on and they live happily ever after. Vice versa for men. But multiple kids by multiple women, That's a whole different level of complexity. You're not just dating him, sis, okay? You're not just dating him. You're dating his entire co-parenting network. You are now a part of a web of different households and different personalities and different schedules and different emotional histories with this man. And unless all of his exes are saints, and spoiler alert, they're not going to be, there will be some tension. Someone will be petty. Someone will stir the pot. Someone will make decisions that ripple into your relationship without your consent. And again, holidays, rotating schedules, birthdays, split celebrations, vacations planned around visitation rights. To me, it just doesn't seem worth it. I'm sorry. And if you think you're just going to opt out of dealing with the kids because,
oh, these aren't my kids and, you know, they're your kids.
Guess what? That's going to cause tension with him too, because at some point, I believe that man will expect you to be involved in some capacity. I mean, aren't you dating for marriage or dating to be very much committed into the relationship?
Do you think that marriage is the next step for you, Young Thug?
I mean, when he gets out of jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think either of us want a jail wedding. Yeah, but I feel like he definitely wants to be married, and I feel like I do too.
Do you ever imagine life outside once he's out?
For sure. We talk about it all day.
Okay.
All day long. I mean, I feel like being imaginative can help every human being on earth not lose your mind.
Yeah.
You know, it is like a little slight state of delusion.
And when you add in the fact that some of these men have messy histories, like I said, Young Thug became a father at 17. He has all of these children by all of these women, including Moneybagg Yo, including NBA Youngboy, including DMX, including Lil Durk. Like, it's just a pattern. In terms of messy history, in this case with Young Thug, cheating while in prison, or public drama with multiple exes, you have to ask yourself, why am I willingly stepping into this? To me, if you're in your 20s or your 30s with no kids, my advice is simple. Don't, okay? Don't even consider dating anyone with kids, especially not multiple kids from multiple women. I'm gonna give you a one baby mama rule, but other than that, no. Your life will revolve around their ex's schedules and their kids' needs. There's no true freedom in that. I mean, if you wanna do it, by all means, but I don't recommend, okay? Enjoy your youth, y'all. You guys need to build your own foundation. If you still wanna date someone with kids later in life, fine, that makes a little bit more sense. But personally, I still wouldn't recommend it because at the end of the day, love may be free, but the lifestyle that makes it possible to survive situations like Mariah's, well, that comes with a price tag and a privilege that most of us do not have. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. If you guys are feeling this hair, please check down below. Again, shout out to my girl Fina. She hooked me up. She's young. She's looking for clientele. She will work with you. She does it all. This girl is so good, and I'm so glad I found her, and I want to keep promoting her. So I'm gonna keep going back to her, and I'm gonna show y'all some different styles that we do. Whether it's something like this, which is a curly flip over quick weave, or a wig install or something else, I'll definitely keep y'all posted. But if you're in Atlanta and you're looking for someone solid, that's your girl. As always, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
Chioma. Yeah, I love to hear my name called. Black beauty cutie coming back just like an 8-ball. Philly plays, then I go to Jersey, I'm the cake boss. Barking with my dogs, running through y'all like I'm Saquon. Oh, you again? OMG, I'm getting pissed off.